Hey everybody. So, today I wanted to talk about loadouts. You've seen me use this one a lot. It's featured pretty heavily in my videos because it's excellent for getting trick stabs, and I do like to feature those. This loadout being the kunai, IW, and the Tranger. Just great for really exciting moments like this one. But lately I've been realizing I think I've kind of slept on the Eternal Reward. I use it a lot with the IW, or I have used it a lot in the past with the IW. Plays like these, I find it's a really excellent option for more crowded maps like Dust Bowl and Gold Rush and the last point of Barn Blitz. You can get really good positioning and really solid decloaks with the IW and the Tranger, and then just really drink up the enemy team with a little bit of acting and some careful stabbing. Can give your team the point very often with a nicely timed chain and efficient stabbing. And I like the IW with the Eternal Reward in these stages because it gives you the most amount of control. It really lets you choose where you focus your energies, and allows you to have really potent timing that can really decide the round. I feel minimally constricted by the Eternal Reward's lack of cloak on stages like these because there are plenty of packs, and yeah, it just lets you kind of navigate what would otherwise be pretty difficult terrain if you weren't using the Invis Watch. But I've been surprised to find that this particular loadout is much more versatile than I'd initially given it credit for. That being the Eternal Reward, the Dead Ringer, and the Diamondback. This loadout's much more improvisational. You don't get as much control as you do with you would get with the Invis Watch. And you have to rely on your acting skills quite a bit more, which is fun. I dig that part of it. It's nice to actually try to fool people with your disguises again. And the Dead Ringer gives you enough forgiveness with the health of the Eternal Reward to go ahead and take some risks that oftentimes pay off. And you are able to absorb just a lot of really low-hanging fruit. There's a surprising number of stabs that just kind of fall into your lap with this loadout. People buy disguises more often than you'd think if you manage to avoid eye contact, do a good bit of backpedaling, and just exercise out the other basics of good acting. And yeah, in the process you start racking up quite a few crits because you're a little hesitant to break your disguise. So when your disguise does go down, you have a big full clip of crackling crits to unleash on your enemies, and that can be fun too. And I personally don't really avoid losing my disguise. If I see a kill I can get with the Diamondback, I go ahead and use the crit, and just count on the fact that I'll be able to get a disguise again by stabbing somebody like I did in the old days, before the Eternal Reward had the ability to cloak at will. Way back before Jungle Inferno. And yeah, once you get that full clip, it's really kind of amazing what you can do when you just unload at full speed into 3 waiting and willing enemies. The other nice thing about the Diamondback is, and it's with this loadout, is it gives you long range options that the Ambassador doesn't really provide for anymore, and that you can only sometimes get with the revolvers, the other revolvers. Again, not really hesitating to lose a disguise to get a kill. It's important not to overvalue your disguises, especially when they're slow. Slower disguises tend to be more convincing, but the lack of mobility is really problematic and to be avoided, in my opinion. when I'm stuck on a slow disguise, I'll often just drop it myself or test it out. You know, walk around in front of some enemies and see if they buy it, and you know, if they don't, I'll go ahead and start shooting them with the Diamondback crits. Here we go, just testing the disguise here, seeing if he buys it. Looks like he does. Nope. Or yes. Yes, he did. Nice to have 125 health instead of 70 for moments like that. And here I'm just going to ditch the disguise. Heavy is just way too slow and I'm being pursued. Low FOV soldier, going to go ahead and take my time with that stab. And here I could just unload the crits, but might as well get a few more. Or another rather. Very, very convincing, those slow disguises, but not going to be too attached to it. Always eager to drop a slow disguise, but also you wanna parade it in front of the enemy to make sure that you're not wasting an opportunity to get some free stabs out of it. Always be scanning and gauging your enemy's reactions to your disguises, see what you can get away with. Really best not to assume competence. It's surprising how many people will fall for a well-acted disguise. And these are the sort of moments where it's nice to have a clip full of crits. This one, but yeah, even though the pyro's fully overhealed and it's one-on-one, I can confidently stand my ground there and get the frag. Go on about my business. Or so I thought. I'm just going to display a full life here with this loadout. It is a bit of a pain when you're near a spawn, not being able to drop your disguise to get rid of spawn wall hacks without it costing you a disguise rather permanently. But I don't know. Despite the downsides, I've really fallen in love with this loadout, and I'm using it a lot. I'm using it on par with the amount I use the IW and kunai combination. Careful with that spike with the there. Just gonna move on. Ready for this heavy to be reacting, but I guess he didn't. I probably should have just stabbed him there. So I'm wasting 3 crits on him, but I've got plenty. I'm gonna get more. Also didn't really want to have a disguise so near their spawn at this moment. One other downside with this loadout is, with the eternal reward, is it is costly to do the disguise bug. It's still able to do it, but you just get it once and then you don't get another disguise for free. But that hasn't really come up in this lobby. Yeah, there have definitely been times when I wish I had the disguise bug handy. Oof. It is very painful to miss the Diamondback crits with this loadout, though. I suppose it's always painful to miss, but seeing that crit whiff by a pyro that would die otherwise is wince-inducing. did not mean to disguise there. If I had meant to disguise, I would have gone with something a little faster than a heavy, but I'm going to roll with it. Have some time to kill anyway. And look at that, it pays off. The Diamondback is the slow disguise. I'm going to drop it now, because I want to get this stab. Got him fooled already. Very important to have an undisguised bind if you don't already. Really important custom bind to have, in my opinion. It's disguise 8, -2 in your console. That's what you want to put in your script. Disguise 8, -2. Very important for dropping your disguise on a whim for the disguise bug, or to surf damage, or to get rid of spawn wall hacks and the likes. If you don't know what the disguise bug is, check out one of my old video, Old Dog New Tricks, by the way. And yeah, that's it. Love this loadout. Was fun sharing it with you guys. I really recommend you check it out. Give it a shot. There's a lot of synergy between these 3 items that you wouldn't think is there, but doggone it, it is. Alright, peace and love everybody. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming out.